I'm here with Mariana Luz from Brazil. She is a senior researcher at CEBRI, the Brazilian Center for International Relations. Welcome at the German Development Institute. Mariana, you have been a close associate of the program Managing Global Governance, which is implemented jointly by the German Development Institute and GIZ. What do you see as the major benefit of the MGG program for participating individuals and partner organizations from the South?
Well, from the institutional perspective, I think that it's basically the sharing of the work that we do at our center. But from the participants' perspective, I would say that it's this cultural environment where you get to have an exchange with so many different countries, with so many partner institutions, and definitely the experience of living in a foreign country, so living in Germany and Europe.
By the end of this year, the climate negotiators will meet for the climate summit in Durban in South Africa. Can we expect the leadership role of Brazil amongst the emerging powers?
I don't know about leadership, but I think that 2 years ago, Brazil took an important step in among with other countries taking voluntary action towards achieving goals that are not within the convention. So, and Brazil has been working with the emerging countries within the basic group, so that's also a big step. And I think that this year it's going to be important, especially because next year we have a mark for the Kyoto Protocol, and so all the countries are very concerned with that target and what's going to happen next within climate negotiations as a whole. So I think that Brazil, as a country that is looked upon from the entire world, it's going to be looked as a leader, but in the sense of showing that countries have and need and can do more than they are actually obliged to by the convention.
Along the same line, since Brazil will host the Rio +20 conference next year, where do we stand 20 years after the first Rio summit, and what will Brazil's role be as the conference host?
A challenging one, for certain. And we have been preparing hard. I think that both government and NGOs and the entire civil society have been working for the preparation of this conference. And especially 20 years after hosting it in the same city where I come from, Rio. And I think that the biggest challenge is to improve after 20 years in the sense that we have set the institutional boundaries and we have these institutions working and meeting and having annual reports and strategies. But I think that now it's important to make the actual ways on how to get there and where we want to be 20 years from now. So I think that it's important to evolve in the sense of achieving those targets, and we have not gotten there yet.
Mariana Luz, thank you so much for joining us today here at the German Development Institute in Bonn.